for basic research, because I didn't get anything in the first 2 or even 6 missions that would make me think that something other than going lasers was a good idea this campaign.
Menace 1-5, target coordinates incoming. Secure the VIP and proceed to the evac volume for extraction. Advent already knows we're here, so your position isn't concealed for the extraction. Rolling.
Am I running normal tech progression?
Good
Oh,
copy. Moving on
yes.
target.
Yeah, no rushes or anything weird like that. We already did the exosuit rush. It was extremely, extremely strong. I recommend trying it if you're playing on 1.2 yourself and want to, but like I've already given feedback on it and it's going to get changed, so
I'm on the move.
there's very little reason for me to do it again. If I wanted to win a 1.2 campaign right now though, just like without the knowledge that that was going to get changed, I would definitely be rushing exosuits. I think that they're very, very strong. You need to get a little bit lucky with economy to get them out super early. But even if they come out in like May, it's fine. I think they start to fall off around about July, so you get a good 2 months out of them where they're just ridiculous.
Position confirmed.
And they never really fall off all the way. It's always a good ability. Apparently you can play XCOM on your phone. This is something that I have seen evidence of, but have never pursued. I don't understand why you would want to. Like, it doesn't seem like a mobile game to me.
Quiet! Did you hear something? Menace 1-5, be advised, hostile interceptors are inbound on your current position. Firebrand has a limited window to provide extraction.
This is looking promising. Ooh, this is looking very promising.
Quiet! Do you hear something? Concealed. Heading out.
Okay, finally found some enemies. I think we can just run here and then leave next turn.
I don't think we're alone out here.
Boom. Boom! Is that 2 for 2 on these? Yeah, I'm 2 for 2 on these this campaign. That's really silly.
Moving to designated coordinates. VIP secure and in position for evac.
This is Firebrand. VIP is secure.
Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
Flawless. 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 All right. As Bradford highlighted in the chat bubbles because he is one of the users in the in the stream. He has very low points though. Get a green name if you have low points.
We might have to resupply the bar.
Let's go Lone Wolf. I've decided I'm just taking Lone Wolf because sometimes my Shinobis turn into combat soldiers. Oh boy. Almost done with Fanfire on this assault, at which point he can do maybe some cool things. I don't know. I don't actually know if that will be good at all. I should make Bradford get a point every time he is mentioned. Rescue VIP from Advent Cell, Liberation rescue a defector. An engineer. That's like about as good as we can expect to get. It's a very easy mission to beat generally. I mean, we can still lose it, but this is one of the easier types of missions. We have enough time to infiltrate it down to extremely light. We don't have to throw evac, so it doesn't matter that we're not at 200%. Just confirm that I don't have a better suppressor. Alright. And if we get there and don't see how we can beat it, we can just leave with the Shinobi. It's okay. Yes, Shinobis get very, very silly late game with defensive perks. That is the truth. Fanfire face-off, you say? So I don't think face-off is that great on this soldier. Like, once he gets lethal, sure, but right now... Maybe I'm underestimating it. Yeah, right now I don't think it's that great. I could train Smoker and see if he has rapid deployment, because if he has rapid deployment, then, like, I have to take Sapper too. Or I have, like, a Ranger somewhere who I was going to train Shadow Strike and then a bunch of pistol perks on, which would maybe be better. Gunslinger is 6 days for an irrelevant perk, though. Oh, I have a Ghostwalker Assault. Alright, I will be taking a Street Sweeper on him, if we can get him there. For right now, though, that's fine. Actually, Ghostwalker is really interesting because Assaults have Running Gun, which works quite well with completing objectives on some stealth missions. We don't really need that. What about, like, train? I'm gonna give this guy Ghostwalker. This is gonna be an ideal soldier for a train hack workstation map, which is a very specific thing, but it's also one of the toughest covert ops. So getting that guy ready is a good idea, I think.
Contacts located.
Okay, so recruit isn't working at the moment. There must be some terrible soldier we can put as a Haven Advisor. Yup. Given that recruit isn't working, I just spawned 2 activities here probably. We know that jailbreak is off the card. I'm gonna scan with the Avenger +5 on intel for a little while, maybe get a mission or 2 out of this, and then once recruit is available again, we're going to flip back to recruiting in New Arctic and Western US, use East Asia and West Asia to get missions for a while. And then once these are up to like 10 rebels each, we'll flip over to using them to get missions.
Commander, we just got word that the Resistance hit an Advent supply line. We have an opportunity to salvage some high-value materials, assuming we can clear out the alien forces guarding the site first.
So we play without 0% supply raids, which means that we're not doing anything with this. It's a very generous timer on a recover item. I could send a real team to this. I could send a shinobi specialist. This region's up to strength 4 already, which means... Oh, was I meant to do that? I was meant to do this. Whoops. I'm pretty sure I found that with enough time on it to do it. I could still try it, but I'd have to intel boost at this point, I think. Oh well, that's a mistake. What was I about to do? What is my Avenger doing after it's scanned here? Nothing? So I was about to load out a team for this guy. Any mods let you see vigilance? If there's a console command, long war, dump, regen, info. That'll tell you all of the strengths and vigilances of the regions on the map. Long war, dump, region, info. Well, LW, dump, region, info, not long war. I just see the letters and fill in the rest. Assault sharpshooter, shinobi specialist, sharpshooter, grenade. There must be a mission where we care more about having an assault coming up. So let's go grenadier plus specialist plus shinobi on this. Just get a level on this guy. And they should be able to get 200% infiltration, which should make for a pretty easy mission. We're still early enough in the campaign as well that even if they like trip pods, there's a decent chance that they can get out alive. Oh, it dumps it to your log file, anti-French. So if you have console enabled, do you have to like enable the log as well? I have my log open off the side of the screen and I'm seeing stuff written into it. And so when I dump to the log, I can just read it there, but it also creates a file in your game folder. And so documents, my games, XCOM 2, XCOM game logs. It'll be the most recently created launch text file. And down the bottom of that, you'll get the information that's just been written. It's important that we actually get to 200% infiltration. So, assuming that the Sky Ranger only takes 2 hours to get there, this team can do that. I should have a hacking PCS, but I don't have Guerrilla Training School, Guerrilla Tactics School, the Guerrilla School. We don't have the ability to learn to be guerrillas yet, so we can't put the PCS in somebody. Let's go back here and scan some more, or go here. Going here and scanning is not bad. It's Liberation 1. Wait, is it? Or is it... Wouldn't Liberation 1 be very light? We can beat this. I'm gonna boost it. It's 28 intel though, so sort of comes out in the wash. sort of comes out as a wash. Sort of comes out as a wash. Why? Anyway, I think that that's fine. We'll give suppressor, autoloader, scope here, I guess. Do I have another team out or something? Where are all of my weapon upgrades? Every single one of them is on one of my soldiers. So as long as I have less than 5 days or so, we're good. Don't have a technical on this team. Oh, I have to actually do math. So it's 85 hours and 136 hours, 127 and a half with the boost, so I'm not quite getting to 100% with this team. I could flip the suppressor over to a different soldier, but it's not going to make a big enough difference. I can drop a sharpshooter. Didn't help. Technical Grenadier, Assault. Sharpshooter. A hack workstation. I could really use a specialist. They're all gone at the moment. Could also use somebody with command, but we don't have any of those. I just sent this team.
Sky Ranger deployed. Squad green to deploy.
Stop using grenadiers. Sting grenades are really good. So are incendiary grenades. But other than that, they're not that exciting later on in the game now. But having someone who can just throw sting grenades and incendiary grenades at things, I think, is more than enough. They sort of overlap with technicals, but I think they do what technicals do a little bit better and a little bit more flexibly. Dense smoke is actually really good too. Dense smoke is worth mentioning. So I'm uncomfortable with how my soldiers are distributed and stuff right now. I'm not so sure about this mission. Also not so sure that I want to attempt it. I don't have enough intel to boost it right now, so we're going to have to get intel from somewhere. I don't have intel from anywhere, so I'm not even going to be able to attempt it anyway. Whatever, I can pick them up and put them somewhere else if necessary. Like right there. Yeah, that looks like a much better mission.
Sky Ranger deployed.
The only thing is this might be the reinforcement UFO. In fact, I think it's somewhat likely that it is. But I don't have enough intel for it anyway.
We've got him. Heading home.
The reinforcement UFO tries to go in one of your adjacent regions where you're not doing very much. It's probably more likely that it's Liberation 1. We'll see. If strength ticks up when that mission expires, we'll know that we have their UFO all detected and ready to be beaten, and then we let it go. Not that we really had a choice, but hey, it is what it is, I guess. It's interesting. these guys all using suppressors already? Guess they are. So let's unscrew the suppressor on the sharpshooter. Put it on the technical instead. I have the option to bring another soldier, but it slows down the mission. I sort of have to get Spacey leveled to at least center mass before I can justify starting to put pistol perks on her. So yeah, let's do it. Do I think, given a very favorable RNG, I could pull off a 0% only run? Yes, if it was very favorable. Like, there's nothing complicated about beating a 0% run. You just have to beat a bunch of 0% missions. But it turns out that that's very difficult to pull off. Have a decent jailbreak. Prometheus Dickus, Alexander Ivanov, Stanislav Vasiliev, Yuri Kozlov, very good jailbreak. Alexandre Ilyushina. We have just a ridiculously good jailbreak, actually. It's going to be 11 rebels. Like, it's time to start running missions in that region already at that point. So, yeah. I guess we're never flipping back to recruit in New Arctic, but we will in the Western US. Is the plan, at least. Wow. That's a lot of stuff. How do I even have this many missions? Oh, because I have a tactical dark event counter. All you people complaining about tactical dark events are missing that when they were turned off, you didn't get this mission. Look at how good this mission is. Some of them give you a lead as well. I mean, we get to hack. So we get a hack reward, 29 intel, and a mission with 12 days, 17 hours remaining on it. Aquata, the best starting strat in Long War 2 right now is definitely not lasers. I've found that there are a huge number of things you can do in the early game. Exosuits are pretty convincingly the strongest starting strategy, I think. Lasers are like okay, but definitely not necessary. I even played a fairly successful Legend campaign where I just went Predator first. Defiant Moan. Why? Like, somebody had to sit down and work out what the words that they were going to use to put together to make the mission names were going to be. And they, like, did they consciously decide that Moan would be a good one? Or Hot? I guess, like, maybe they did. Maybe they were right. My Russian is as good as my German. Thanks, Divine Volition. What can I say in Russian? Babushka? It's Russian, right? Two of my close friends in college studied Russian. You would think that I would have picked up more than I did. But yeah, no, I think it's pretty much just babushka. Any info on if they will fix the bug where enemies get stuck behind their pod? I don't know anything about that. Chaotic.